Hey, hey, what's up, Facebook? It's Wednesday. How you guys doing? Camera's over here. So today is another installment of Drawing of the Day. And I want to talk about why boldness in your business matters. Seems obvious, but you're not doing it. So, let me share this to a couple of places, and then we will begin. And I'm going to wait for you to get on, because this takes a minute. Melanie's here. I know Melanie from college. Her kids are adorable. Hey, Mel. Okay, so if you're running a business, if you started your own thing, you know that in order to stand apart, like, you've got to what? Like, you got to stand out, you got to be different somehow, and that feels like really hard to do in the sea of sameness and everybody else that might be doing what you're doing, okay? But you've got this dream, right? And you've got this purpose that you feel, and you spend a lot of time figuring out that purpose, and this is like your mission in life, right? Like, you're super excited. Like you can feel this in your heart, but you're afraid to really like show up and show off. And understandable, okay? Been there. You're keeping yourself from going to that next level out of your own fear. And a lot of this comes from what they might say, right? They. Who is they? Who is them? Who are those people that are holding you back in your mind, because physically they're not doing a thing. Usually it's a spouse, it's a parent, it's a coworker, it's a close friend. It could even be like the collective internet. Like, you get on here, a lot of people are scared to come on a live stream because they're like, oh my gosh, what if everyone's watching me? Oh my gosh, what if no one's watching me? What if I get haters? What if I get criticism? What if it's like the collective internet, okay? First of all, not that many people are watching you, but I think it's funny because I was there and I know that fear. And I recently had a friend compare this to like this was one step above, like on the scare factor, this was one step above like stand-up comedy. And he's like a performing musician, which I just found hilarious. So everyone's perception is different, and there's things that you need to be doing for your business that you're not doing because you're just petrified, right? The collective internet totally has the power to tear you to shreds if you allow it, okay? And sure, that's a real thing, but the fear that you have about whatever it is that you need to be doing is not necessarily a warning sign, okay? The fear that you have is an indicator that you need to be running as fast as you can towards the thing you're afraid of. Because the only way to get over the fear is to do the scary thing. Nobody likes to hear that, but that's actually how it works, okay? So instead of staying frozen right where you are, which is what happens when we're scared, we're like, oh, it's a warning, don't do anything, and let me just stay right here where I'm comfortable and safe, right? Maybe you're hoping that live streams or sales pages or talking to other people about what you're doing, or actually being honest about who you are, blah, 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 blah. Like, I could go on forever. Maybe you're hoping this internet thing is just a fad. Connections that you build online is just something that's going to pass, and you can go back to avoiding networking events instead, because I know you're avoiding that because they suck. Okay, so today I want to talk about why being bold is one of the most important things that you've got to do for your business, why it matters, and how you can actually start doing the things that terrify you. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera around as I do, and you're going to watch me create while I talk to you. Okay, so sit tight. Let me set this up over here. Turn the camera around. All right. Bear with me. You're about to see some laundry baskets. Okay. Let's get this sucker going here. Hang on 1 second. Let me make sure I'm seeing comments. Okay, I want to turn this and scoot this. Make sure you guys can see. Okay. So, hold on. I forgot to share this in one place. Okay. Here we go. So what we're making today is this little graphic. Let me center this in here so you guys can see. Bold is the new black. Okay. I want to talk about why. So maybe you're like halfway in this dream of yours and it's amazing and it's awesome, but you are hesitating. Okay. And maybe you're hesitating because you shared a part of your dream once upon a time and you got shot down. I know what that's like. It sucks. Okay. It doesn't feel good. Someone said it couldn't make any money. Somebody said it was stupid. Somebody said it wasn't marketable. Somebody said it was a nice idea, but really, you know, how realistic are you being? If anyone has said that to you, you are in good company, and tell me in the comments. Because when it happens to one of us, it happens to several of us. We're never alone. The problem with that, people are going to say whatever the hell they want, right? But the problem is that you listened and you believe them, even for like a split second, which is long enough for this to like wiggle in your mind and throw up doubts when you're about to do something amazing, okay? That's where the problem comes in. You let it stop you. Maybe somebody said something like, blanket statement, but you learned self-care for the first time ever. And somebody said your self-care was selfish because it triggered them and you started to put yourself first instead of dead last, which by the way is just social conditioning because men put themselves first all the time and nobody bats a goddamn eye. Okay? Don't you deserve equal self-love while we're, here demanding equal pay? Hint, the answer is yes. Okay? So that's just bullshit. Maybe they're talking about you behind your back. You're like, oh my gosh, what are they saying? Well, number one, it's none of your business. Maybe they converse about how ridiculous they think this is and how you need to get your head out of the clouds and find gainful employment or whatever it is that they think you're supposed to be doing. Or maybe they're bold enough to actually say it to your face. That's the best kind. To tell you how unreasonable you are. How dare you be so bold with your life to think outside the lines and challenge a system that works for almost no one. And you can choose how this hits you. You can decide, oh my gosh, I'm the worst person in the world. I need to stop all of this because everyone else is uncomfortable. Or you can decide that it's almost kind of fun to trigger other people because it's their shit. It's not yours. It's their shit. It is not yours. And here's the thing. Whatever dream has been in your head, whatever you've been working on, whatever thought and idea and passion won't leave you alone, the world needs you to own this, like 1000%, to be yourself, to show up with your gifts, regardless of how unique or unusual or out of the box they may seem. And most people will ask, well, why? Why is this such a big deal? And hang on, I'm going to tell you. When I finish this word. You were chosen for this. We are the leaders. If we don't do it, no one will. And that's why you can't resist the voice inside that keeps telling you to go for it, even though, like, you're shit scared. Because this is what you were made to do. Okay? And part of owning it, part of being you, part of doing something that no one's ever done before, means that you're a leader. And leaders stand alone, and leaders get criticized all the time. They're misunderstood, they're judged, they're ignored, they're even replaced. Okay, there's just like the big fear of like, I'm gonna lose my whole family, I'm gonna be all alone, like everyone's gonna hate me. Well, it's not definite, but we don't know. Okay, I've been straight up replaced by lookalike friends in certain circles. It's weird, but it happens. You move on, you don't die. Okay, the people that inspire generations are never a committee or an organization. You ever notice that? The people that change the world are single, solitary people that had the balls to stand out alone and do it differently. You only get noticed when you stand out. Do you get that? It's not hiding, it's not cowering, it's not hanging out with the flock of complainers and like wishing something's gonna happen on its own. Okay? Boldness means you come out fighting. Here we go. Bold is the new black. So boldness means you say what you want to say. I'm going to turn this so you can see it. Say what you want to say without holding back. It means you challenge people with your own truth. It means you don't worry what the world thinks of you. It means you're willing to wear the crazy label. That's their definition, not yours. Because your so-called crazy is changing lives and setting examples for your kids, and way bigger than just you, and bigger than that person that is throwing hate your way. Okay? They don't have to understand. It's not their business. They're not your people. It means taking a stand. It means saying what's true. And you know what? Secretly, deep down, you love this. You might not love it yet, but you're going to love it because you know something that they don't. And someone, somewhere out there is desperate to hear it. Your job is to get their attention. Your job is to shift humanity in a way that no one has done before. And deep down, you know it. Okay, so my challenge to you is to stop playing small. Stop acting like you don't own the place. Stop being polite. And go blow some shit up instead. Because bold is the new black. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna dress this up a little bit. I'll put the final one in the comments and you guys can screenshot it and put it on your phones as your inspiration for today. But thanks for playing, thanks for being here, and you guys have an awesome rest of your day.